Wanted to ask a little bit about, good defensive start. You guys kind of talked about wanting to get back to that. How did you feel yourself as far as getting the shutout and how you guys performed with that?
Yeah, I think felt pretty good. I think a little rusty coming first game, but I think we've a lot to clean up. But overall, defense played pretty well. But I think mostly just the team defended really well. There wasn't a ton for the back four or Anger to do, but when there was, I think we stepped up in a good way.
When you say that, or when you ended the season, like what were some of the things that you wanted to kind of look over or kind of tweak to get back to, what was that, I guess that's 23, was that really strong defensive line?
Yeah, I think set pieces is something we've talked about a lot, and I think just like getting back to the small details. I think there's just too many goals that are caused by little mistakes, and I think we want, if we're going to get scored on, we want it to be because the other team beats us, not because we beat ourselves.
The pressing has progressively, I don't know, it feels like not just being good, but it's been very aggressive. How much strain does that put on you in game, or to be very responsible not to allow anybody to get behind you guys with a long ball?
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's something that we're comfortable with, and it's helpful having Yamar and Nuhu next to me because they're so good in the channels and defending people with speed, and I feel like that's also something I've gotten better at, as well as being smart enough not to get myself 1v1 with a super fast guy as well.
It seemed like you and Pedro, when he was healthy, were kind of working on that long ball pass, for him to score. Is that something similar that you're doing?
Thank you.
Working at all with Asaze, or how different is that?
Yeah, I think it's something I just want to have in my game at all times. I think I've been working on that diagonal ball, and I think being able to hit that in behind to relieve pressure at times is necessary, and I think it used to be one of my strengths. I've gotten away from it a little bit, and I want to get back to that.
You guys have in the last year or so started moving along a lot of academy players, like kind of the next stage of the academy's sort of evolution is being able to sell players. I don't know, is that something as someone who came through the academy, is that something that you recognize, or is it, do you have any thoughts on?
Yeah, I think it's something you see. It's I think necessary. I mean, that's part of what an academy is supposed to do, is provide players for the first team, and then also, have a return on the investment that's put in.
As you guys continue to grow as a defense, when you look at maybe that relationship that you need with the pivots, how do you feel like Hassani and Snyder have kind of slotted into that spot?
I think they've been great. Yeah, Obed is a big hole to fill, but I think they've done great. I think both have pleasantly surprised everybody, especially Hassani, because we didn't know much about him. But yeah, I think they're going to play a lot of minutes this year and do really well, and Nico as well. I think they've done great.
RSL has some injuries. They got some teenagers, but they seem to give at times Vancouver some issues. What are your thoughts on RSL?
They're a good team. They're going to press. They're solid defensively, and playing in Salt Lake is such a tough place to play with the altitude and the way they like to play and the fans. So it's going to be a tough one.
Is there anything that you do personally? You guys have a lot of road games coming up. Is that thought at all with you, or does that matter at all?
I think it's just taking it game by game, but I think it's going to be a tough stretch. And being away from home is tough because we have such great fans and great home field advantage. But yeah, I think it's gonna test this group, but I think it will come out the other side of it in a good way.
With Vancouver to play them in the CCC, what do you think about that matchup? Or getting to see them?
Yeah, they're a tough team. It'll be interesting going over to Spokane to play. But I think we're excited for it. I think a lot of us watched the game last night, and we're following along. So we're looking forward to it.
Have you played over Spokane as youth?
No.
Was it?
Never. Yeah. Never. Excited to go over there.
Jackson, Jesus talked about his ambition to maybe make the World Cup with Pochettino. You have been in the bubble. You've been asked to come at time, and you weren't able to go. That one opportunity you had. Where is that in your vision board this year?
Yeah, it's definitely a dream, and you know, it's a big goal, but I'm focused on the day-to-day here, and I know the only way to get in the picture is to perform on the weekends, and win games here and perform individually well here. But yeah, I think I'm just looking to get an opportunity.
Last couple.
I've been in the mix for the preliminary rosters, but haven't made the final cut the last couple. But so I know I'm being looked at least. But I think I'm just trying to play well here, and hopefully someone's watching.
Anything else? Thank you guys.